It's been quite the week here on the Final Wager. 4 different champions, several complicated scenarios requiring 4 to 5 minute videos to explain, and of course, why am I not surprised that Friday is no different? Diane, looking to repeat, 14,000. Joe, second place, 12,200. Lindsay, 9,800. First and second, Diane and Joe. Joe doubles up, he's gonna have 24,400. So to cover him, Diane's gonna need to wager 10,400. She gets it wrong with that wager, she's going to be left with 3,600. So to stay above that, Joe can wager up to 8,600. And Lindsay can wager up to 6,200. All right, now we look at second and third, Joe and Lindsay. If Lindsay doubles up, she's going to have 19,600. So to cover her, Joe will need to wager 7,400. If he gets it wrong with that wager, he's going to be left with 4,800. So that means Lindsay's maximum wager will be 5,000. All right, now we look at rule number 3. And remember, in a tight 3-player game, third place is usually the only one who can take advantage of such a wager. If Lindsay wants to cover Diane, she'll need to wager 4,200, which is good. That will also cover Joe. The difference between these two is 2,400. So if she wants to cover an unsafe wager by Joe against herself, she needs to wager double that, or 4,800. Make that an 8. Okay, here's where we get into the mind games. Let's start with Joe and Lindsay. Joe might say, hey, Lindsay seems like a rational wagerer. She can wager up to 5,000 safely. I think she's going to do that. She's going to have 14,800. So to cover that, I'm going to need to wager 2,600. If he gets it wrong with that wager, he's going to be left with 9,600. So if Lindsay thinks that Joe is going to go small, she could cap her wager at 200. Interesting stuff. Now we look at first and second. Diane says, hey, Joe, I think you're going to be a good wagerer here. I don't think you're going to wager more than 8,600. You're going to have a total of 20,800. So to cover you, I'll need to wager 6,800. Now this is where things get to that third level that I talked about yesterday. And of course you have to assume that I think that she's going to think that he's going to do this and then I'm going to do that, and that's, getting a little complicated. We'll take a look at that. Look at Diane's $6,800 wager. She gets it wrong, she's going to have 7,200 left. So Lindsay be left with a wager of no more than 2,600, but she's already covering that with her $0 to $200 alternative range. And Joe will cap his wager at 5,000. If Joe really thinks that Diane is going to wager small, maybe he'll wager everything. Perfectly up to him. But that's a lot of thinking involved there. All right, I'm going to see what happens, and you're coming along with me. Lindsay, the awesomely haired challenger, got it right. Wagered all but $100, an awful wager for third place here. Joe also got it right. Wagered everything. Personally, I don't like this wager, but I guess I can understand why he might do it. And our champ, Diane, got it wrong. Wagered to win by $1 and I'm definitely taking a ride on a carousel this weekend. Bonus video for you. Fun for me. We'll see you on Monday on the Final Wager.